I want to talk about capacity, the capacity to feel everything there is to feel without leaving the body, staying present, open and available, and with the capacity to receive this moment as intense as it might be. So, the feminine really wants to feel everything. There was one piece in the Vagina monologue by Eve Ensler where the angry vagina ended the monologue by saying, I want everything. And I think it's very much true for many women. If you really ask them, it's true for me, this woman. I really want to feel everything about this life. And for the masculine, the opposite is pretty true. The masculine, it's comfortable, feels free in the nothingness. It wants to feel the nothing, the empty. And the feminine, it's fulfilled by the totality, everything inside of me. While my heart is open, I can stay aware in ecstasy. There was a song by Florence and the Machine that says, I want a big God, big enough to fill me up. So, yeah, to receive a big God, to make love with God, we need great, infinite capacity to stay present in this moment of pure ecstasy, and don't let the narrative of your mind hijack your experience, your physical experience, and turn it into some stereotype, bullshit narrative about what love is, what relationship means, what does it mean to be a wife and a lover and a woman. So it requires a lot of courage and a little bit of training, because if we've never even considered this contemplation, then it's very difficult. It almost feels like foreign. The other night I was at a party and a friend of mine came to tell me, okay, I've decided I want monogamous, conscious relating. And I was like, well, great. It's good to know what you want. But what do you think you're going to get once you got this, right? Because there is the fantasy, is Indian spoken, right? That when I get that, I'll be really fulfilled. I will be loved. I will be in love. I will be happy. I will be somewhere. And in fact, she says, I'm making love with one guy at the moment, but he says he's not ready for a relationship, so I've stopped our connection because he's not going to go anywhere. And I said, well, there is nowhere to go, right? How about staying right here, in the moment, with the capacity to feel what's available for me right now? And what available for me right now that also can fulfill my deepest desire, which I don't think the deepest desire are ever for things or people. It's not the relationship. It's not your jeans size. It's not the size of your boob, your ass, the color of your hair, the money you make, the job you have, the car you drive. It's never about that, right? It's about this feeling that we belong, that we can stop searching. And so we think when we have the relationship or the right breast size, we will be loved. And we will find a meaning and purpose in my existence, and I can finally stop moving, stop searching. And this is the greatest paradox, because the more we keep all this idea that the moment I do this it will be better, it can never fulfill itself because we believe that We need to better ourselves. So in my contemplation of my life and the life of the women I've been working with, and men and human I've been exploring for the past 30 years, I've really dedicated my life to the curiosity and the research of the intersection between human consciousness and sexuality, and the teaching of the Tantra, the classical Tantra, the philosophy, the ultimate philosophy of freedom. And I'm at this place where I think the pearl is just to cultivate capacity. Because if I've got enough capacity to be here, I won't be needing my mind with the story to run. Because every time we run a concept and a theory, we're out of the body. And so, just making an example, I don't even know if it's true for this woman, so I'm just using her as a loose example, but could it be that what she really looked for, it's coming to her right now, if she could only free herself of an idea of what love should be and look like, and be really present with what's coming for me right now. And when we are present, our desires are constantly expressed, because we're not going to accept anything less than my standard. My standard means what feels right in my heart. So a conscious relationship is not something we choose that I want to have. You can have it already. All your relationship can be conscious right now, in this moment, with your children, with your work colleague, with your friend. You don't have to wait for that one, that lover, to then decide to become conscious in your relationship. And I want to add something. I know many women on the path of consciousness. They're doing all the study, they're doing the practice, and actually in their private relationship, in their intimate relationship, they prefer to be unconscious. Because to be conscious is a lot of hard work, right? And so we put something under the carpet and we know we are doing it and it's okay. Because we don't have capacity to take everything on. So, I want to invite you to a journey with me, an experience that will last 9 months. Well, let's say 1 year with 3 weeks holiday, but we never go on holiday from doing this work. It's called Sexual Awakening for Women. It's a journey for women that I'm going to facilitate, where we meet twice a month, if you can. Even if you come once a month, we'll be together for a whole year, and we're going to keep practicing this. Just be here. Notice how every narrative, even if it's a spiritual, especially if it's a spiritual, romantic, conscious, sovereign narrative of the mind, it's a way for your awareness to leave the body and go into a narrative. And I want to relax into presence with you and practice cultivating the capacity of your heart to really love everything. Even the thing you don't choose, even the thing you don't prefer, even the thing you may dislike. You don't like them, but can you love them? Can you sit in love? One time one of my students was making candle, and her brand was ecstasy. Stay awake. What was it? Stay awake during sex. That's ecstasy. And so if life is a lovemaking, in every moment we have an opportunity to be penetrated by this calling of truth, and our capacity to respond is the capacity we have to stay present without exiting the body, which I call love. To be absolutely present, that is love. That's it. To be present with the human, to be present with the situation, present with what's happening with me, present with my emotion without naming them, because when I name them, I go into the head. when we're really present, we can make choices in every moment which will align us to what we really, really want. And so hence I go back to the beginning. The woman desiring a conscious monogamous relationship, it's here already if she chooses so. First there is the one with this one. Am I conscious? Am I telling the truth about myself to myself? That maybe I have no capacity to actually feel everything that moves through me. And my desire is to develop it. Okay, so here we got some beautiful clarity. Honestly, this is a conscious, monogamous relationship with myself first, one-on-one. Maybe you and God. Yeah, we say that Tantra is a monastic philosophy, no, not monastic. Monastic involves the monastery. Monistic, I think is that. Everything is one. And so here is the monogamous relationship with my life. It begins with me. And can I stay in the truth of my desire? Do I have that capacity? So I want to invite you on Tuesday. I'm running a free event for women called Making Love to God. And it's a little taster of what it means to sit in the physical embodied capacity of my flesh, my muscle, my organs, and my longing when is untouched by lust.